Audit Podcast, WATP.
We've been checking in on our old pal, DarkSydePhil. And if you know DSP Gaming, you know that this guy begs for money.
I don't know anything about him.
He is an e-beggar. And what's fascinating about him is that just a year or two ago, Aaron was playing clips of him begging for money and clowning him for it. And Aaron has turned into DarkSydePhil. I have some examples of that. Coming up. But the reason why I wanted to focus on him is because DarkSydePhil got into bed with Kino Casino. And Lucy, if you want to take over at any point, you did more research on this part than I did. But basically, Kino Casino's over on Kick, and they were trying to make it seem like they were buds with DSP to build him up, just to knock him down. And so they flood his whole chat on Kick with people who are clowning DSP, and they're really fucking with him.
The whole back and forth between all of these guys has just been absolutely insane. DSP is basically like, listen, I'm great, and I'm doing great content, and all those guys at Kino Casino are just a bunch of drama freaks. And Kino Casino is like, I guess most specifically I was looking at PPP, but they've been doubling down on the fact that it's like, dude, DSP sucks and is just a giant e-beggar. And that is, it's actually almost incredible because for once, both of them are right. They both suck horribly.
Right.
And it's great. Do you want to start out by talking about DSP?
I do.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, so he's been floundering right now, just like you were describing. All of his supporters have been leaving him for Kino Casino. So in my clip 1, we are going to find out why he needs us to support him now more than ever.
Okay, let's get our first super chat of the day. Let's get our first gifted sub of the day. Let me tell you, on Kick, support has dwindled massively. Okay? Why is support dwindled? Because all of the casino simps ran back to the casino to suck on their dicks all day instead of actually watching meaningful content. I can't stop that. Okay?
This dumb simp. He really thought he had real fans that were coming over from the Kino Casino.
He truly did.
Yeah.
Not only that, I think it's important that immediately coming off of that, he's like, listen, they are just over there. They're simping. They don't care about the meaningful content that I do. So in my clip 5, let's check out some of his very meaningful content. He's taking a sip of coffee.
He's reading something. Meaningful coffee.
Okay. So let's do some shout outs. Then let's look at this Chick-fil-A menu. All right, figure out what we're going to order today.
Shout outs, and then let's figure out what we're ordering for food, everybody.
So that is one of his big rewards that he does on his shows. He says, if we meet our goal, then I will eat this food for you.
Yes.
I will eat specifically this food.
Come on, guys. Don't you want me to eat that food? I swear to God, this is what he says. Guys, you're not even giving any money. Do you want me to eat this food or not? I was going to show you what it looked like. I was going to eat it for you.
Yeah, it's completely insane. So in my clip 12, PPP from Kino Casino goes on Truth Seekers with Steve Cambion, who I'm not super familiar with. Are you
I'm not.
So he seems to be like a new guy that Kino Casino is bringing into their kind of mix.
Okay.
He just kind of seems like a dick sucker of theirs, in all honesty. But I actually...
How would you find PPP's dick? I'm just curious. I mean, if I could, I would.
The whole internet has seen his butthole, right? So
Nobody likes onions.com/ppp.png.
Okay, well, probably not safe for work, everyone.
So in my clip 12, I actually think that PPP does a really good job of summarizing some of DSP's issues.
It's just pathetic because the entire show revolves around the support. There's nothing else going on other than enriching him with money. There is no content.
Right. You're just figuring this out now, PPP? I mean, we know this. He does play video games, though.
So DSP he thinks completely the opposite. He's like, no. Kino Casino was the ones with the content issues. In my clip 6, he basically is just describing that they are super duper repetitive, and it's pretty hilarious how he describes it.
It's just the same tired formula. Find someone on the internet that people call a LOLcow. Make fun of what they do. scream at the top of your lungs, ring a bell, play a slide flute, laugh maniacally. Okay, on to the next one. On to the next one.
You're right. It is good content.
So
Everyone was looking at me during that rant just now. Is what I'm pointing out.
Is one of the characteristics of LOLcow that they can't pronounce LOLcow?
Yes,
Yeah.
apparently. I'm not an LOLcow.
I think that this is just completely insane because DSP has one of the earliest content creators for 16 years. He's been doing the same exact content. And here he is criticizing Kino Casino for that thing. All that DSP does is play games. He eats food.
Yep.
He cooks food. And then he begs for money.
And he also jerks off on stream.
I mean, it was an
From time to
accident,
time.
obviously.
Yeah.
That was an accident. Come on.
You didn't know about that,
I don't
Patrick?
know anything about this guy.
Yeah, he one time he didn't realize his webcam was out and he was beaten off.
It's a very embarrassing video for him.
It's too bad somebody captured it too, so will be on the internet forever.
Darn.
So, not to be outdone by any of this, DSP explains how Kino Casino runs their channel. So, DSP is basically like, he says that all that they want to do is they want to make money and they are willing to step on anyone to do it. So, in clip 4, DSP is going to be explaining what Kino Casino does and how they do this.
You just think that everything's fine. Who cares about the consequences? No morals, no values. Get by any means necessary. Grab that bag no matter who gets hurt. Step on everyone. Keep going forward. And as long as you make out and you get a profit, who gives a shit about anything else? That's Kino Casino. Want to know how I know that? Because that's what PPP said to me. Literally word for word.
Yeah, because they're not your friend anymore. It was fine when they were his friend.
It was
Right.
fine. Yeah. It was fine. But not only that, he says that PPP from Kino Casino said to him verbatim, who cares about the consequences? No morals, no values. Get by any means necessary. Grab the bag no matter who gets hurt. Step on everyone. Keep going forward. As long as you make out and you get a profit, who gives a shit about anyone else? He absolutely did not say that to you.
Maybe he's paraphrasing.
Oh my God, I hate
He
it
might
so
be
much.
paraphrasing a little bit on that one.
DSP. He just drives me insane. One of the biggest insults from the Kino side has been, well, DSP does these boring ass rewards. We talked about them a little bit.
No,
ago.
I have clips coming up about these rewards that you get.
The rewards.
And the reason why I was really excited about this segment this week is because of what we covered on This Little Piggy yesterday and WTP this past episode of Aaron making his crippled friend stand as a stunt in order to make money. And that's what all of these ebeggers are moving towards, are these stunts in order to get people to like, hey, isn't this crazy what we're doing here?
I'll eat butter. I'll eat dog food.
Wait. You ate dog food too?
No.
No, we're talking about stunts you would do.
Yeah, right. Not my normal everyday. Would you like to share one of your little...
Yeah, why don't we get started with that?
And then I'll happily move into mine.
Okay, because this is he came up with a great idea recently. This is actually on April Fool's Day, April 1st. He came with a great idea for some money.
If we hit $900 of support by the end of this stream, that's right, this stream I'm on right now. So if we raise $900 on this stream, all right, I will shave my beard completely, and we will have clean-faced Phil with no beard for the first time since 2010, the first time in 15 years.
Pretty good pitch, huh? Can
I've got you
imagine?
topped.
$900 to shave his beard. He barely has any facial hair.
beard?
I know, he barely has any beard.
All 7 hairs.
Yes.
He probably has court that day and is going to shave anyways.
Right, but he wants $900 for that, which seems excessive.
That's what
Have you
I'm saying.
looked up what these toys are worth on eBay?
So people start making counter offers. And they're not serious, but they're like, how about shave your eyebrows too? Or, just like shit like that. How about I give you $20 and you pound sand, shit like that. So he says,
Yes, today only, this stream only, you will have clean-shaven Phil. No, how about this? Instead of counter-proposing other things and asking for more, how about you just accept the deal and you support it and you give the support to get what I offered? Because you're not getting anything else. Everyone, well, can I get this too? Well, will you do this too? Will you do this? No, because you didn't even support anyway. I'm not giving you anything. I'm going to give you what I said. The deal is, for $900 of support on this stream, by the end of this stream, I will shave my beard completely off, and I will order both Minecraft meals, and we will do the Minecraft DSP Tries It right now, unboxing both, checking out 2 different collectibles and all that live on this very stream.
Wow.
I love the I will humiliate myself, but only on my terms. What part of that do you not understand?
It's not humiliating at all.
Yeah, I mean, you are humiliating yourself by making this offer, but I love the fact that it's just like, guys, what don't you understand about
Keep it
this?
dignified.
Yes.
So how long has Aaron been creating content? How long has Steel Toe been creating content?
It's the 11th year anniversary this
That's
year.
right.
Okay,
Count the
so
radio days.
That's right.
and remind me some of his recent deals. He was saying he would eat a stick of butter for $50, was it originally, and then it moved to
he
100.
won't eat the butter. That's
He won't eat the
below him.
butter.
Well, but
He ate
that was
dog
like,
food.
Yeah, but
For free.
I'm aware of what he did.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
He
of
enjoyed
what
it.
But like, what are some of the like agreements that he's tried to get people to come to recently?
He said for $1,000 he'll wear clown makeup and do Cucko the clown.
That's
the
right.
entire show.
That's right. It's pretty similar. Holy shit. It's the same dollar amount almost, and almost the same, like, change my what I look like, my appearance
Yeah,
on
that's-
the stream.
Why is this like the thing now? Like,
Because they're desperate and they don't have good content and they're running out of ideas. And people ask Phil, they're like, well, you're going to shave on the stream, right? No.
Well,
Am I going to shave the beard live on stream? How would I do that exactly? Do you want you want me to? How would I do that? I wouldn't be able to see myself shaving. And where's the hair going to go? No, I'm going to shave in the bathroom and come back. Like right now, if someone did a $900 tip, and by the way, it has to be someone I trust, because if I get a $900 tip from someone anonymous I don't know, they could charge it back. I don't believe that shit. But if I had, some contributions came in, they had to, or subs can't be refunded, super chats can't be refunded, right? If I got $900 of support, I would literally go leave for 5 minutes, shave my whole beard off, and come right back.
I just realizing this now, because someone asked him if he uses a straight razor or not. And he says, no, I use an electric razor because my skin is so sensitive. So you could definitely do that. The hair gets picked up by the razor.
towel
And you're
down.
looking at yourself.
what do you need to see if you're shaving everything? Like,
Yeah,
I could
you're shaving
understand
your
if you're
face,
like
right.
making a goatee
You
that
see
you need
yourself
to.
while you stream.
Right. It doesn't even
Also,
make sense.
to tie this into a Chad Zumach lie, Chad Zumach went on his show and he's like, Melton would be so embarrassing without that beard. He'd have so many chins and he'd be so ugly. And I'll give him $1,000.
He makes some good points sometimes, that Chad
Yeah.
Zumach.
He said, I will pay Melton $1,000 to shave that beard. And somebody told me in my chat and sent me the clip. And I said, done. Send me $1,000 live on stream. I'll shave my beard off.
Mhm.
We'll do it. Chad went,
Called his
it's like,
bluff.
what are we doing?
Yep.
Like-
Oh, did he really think you were going to be like, oh, come on, man. I can't
Yeah,
shave
I
my
could grow-
beard.
I could grow it back. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, it's just a beard. It's just facial hair. Especially when it's as short as it is on Phil here. I don't think it's worth $900.
Yeah, totally. It's like when Aaron tries to grow a beard. Like he gets really mad because he does this goatee thing.
Doesn't
And
connect.
he has these really thin, connection strips. And he gets so mad because he's like, several times he's come in and he's gone, oh, I'm so mad. I cut the connector and now it looks all off. And it's like,
Yeah, that's the
but
problem.
He only did this. He did this one time when his wife said that she found Mike David's beard attractive. That was in 2023.
Mhm.
So he grew a beard like the next week. And then also when they were dating, when they were hooking up with Nick Rekieta, who has a beard, that's when the beginning of 2024, he started growing the beard out again because
It's
April
also the-
made a comment on air about Nick's beard.
It's also the flavor saver of Nick's seed, though, too.
Yeah.
So, dual purpose.
Delicious.
All right. You're going to love this one, Patrick. This is such a steel toe thing to say.
So we're currently at $32 to support. Guys, I'll be honest. We're not doing very good pacing here to hit $900. We're not. We're not on the right pacing to get the face shaved and to get the Minecraft DSP tries it on this stream. One time only offer that we will do it on this stream, and I will shave. I've never offered to shave before. I will never offer to shave again. One time only offering to shave, and we hit $900 on this stream.
You got to act now, it sounds like.
You know,
$32. He wants to get to 900. I'm sorry. I'll hold your thought for just a second. So the pacing thing, all these ebeggers are just like looking at the time, looking at the money, looking at the time, looking at the money. He wants $900. He's at 32. I would just abandon this whole thing. I'm like, all right, this isn't working out. But he also said, you can't just give me $900. I won't trust you. It's got to be in super chats and memberships. So how the fuck is that going to work? That's one
Also,
huge
like,
super
this-
chat.
This is for 2 McDonald's meals. I imagine that would cost around $30.
Yeah, right. He's
In
not even
today's
breaking
price,
even.
So you're not even like, yeah. Like,
What do you say, Lucy?
That made me remember so much. He's literally being a telemarketer there. One time only, this deal is going to
Yes.
go away at the end of this ad. You're not going to be able to ever get this ever again. And in my clip 13, PPP actually is talking with Steve Cambrian, whatever, and he does a great job of summarizing the idea of the goal.
Every fucking show. Show. It's a business. Guys, I didn't get enough support. We got to hit the targets. The guy sounds like a retail middle manager. He sounds like
He sounds like a telemarketer or like an infomercial guy. Yeah.
assistant manager at
Pick up the phone right now. Operators are standing by.
Three more revenue generating units this week so that we can hit the goal towards Q2. It's like
It's very off-putting.
Well, I have another Aaron Imholte parallel here because, Aaron always says, let's start the rally. Who's going to be the first one to do it? Don't wait for everyone else to put in money. You
Right.
just go ahead and put in the money and get
be
this
the
thing.
change you want to see. in the world.
Yeah.
Throw a pair.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Who's going to drop a hundo right now? $100 super chat right now. Boom. Who's going to do it?
This is a religious thing too. This is like an online or televangelist
Yes.
preacher move. Like, who's going to be the one who wants to see change in their life right now? Who's going to start us off? Who's going to take that first step, that leap of faith to change their own life and
Be a
outlook?
leader. Be a leader amongst these men.
It's interesting that you've picked up on that. So DSP's wife is not doing well health-wise, which there's been a lot of discussion about. And one of her responses to that, I suppose more accurately, has been that she's been finding religion. And so he has been doing more religious things as well. So this I do feel like is a new behavior for him. And that explains it. It's nice.
What's the ailment? What is she suffering from?
I believe that the answer to that is
Broke
being
husband
fat.
syndrome.
Suffers from TBA.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's related to all the off-gassing from all this Chinese garbage in his house.
More than likely.
I'm sure the ordering Happy Meals all day isn't helping with that.
Now, I don't know about this guy, but I assume this backdrop, this fake background he's using, is his actual home, like a photo from his actual.
I was wondering the same thing. Like, why would you green screen junk?
Well, I've seen like these e-girl streamers do this where they had their room clean once and took a screenshot of it, and now their room's a mess. So they like put the fake room. It is the room. It is the same camera angle, but this is not that. And also, like, Chad is also one of these guys who has one of these giant all year long calendars on his wall.
Yeah, right.
How many appointments do you have?
Also, you just made me realize something. So Adam Bush, when he uses green screen and uses to make it look like he's in the studio with us, he had me take a photo of a section of the studio.
Right.
And there was a tiny bit of a glare in one of the posters that's framed. And he went, you got to get rid of the glare. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. I'll send it back to you. The glare on this poster behind him that he's green screening in for some reason is distracting. Now, you thought $900
without your ring light for the picture. Yeah.
Right. You thought $900 was a lot. Maybe he needs to adjust that price in order to hit the goal.
So if you get me to $900, actually, no, $900 is just for the shade. If you get me to $1,800, if you double the goal and we get $1,800 today, I will take my shirt off live on stream. There you go. For $1,800, I will take my shirt off. Well, let's get to tier one. The tier one goal is $900 for me to shave. Let's do that first. Okay?
And Patrick, I think I've heard you say this before. These guys just get off on the fantasy of getting this money. They're just saying it out loud makes them happy.
Right.
Just saying, what if someone gave me $1,800 right now? Holy crap. You know what we could do with that?
Just saying the dollar amount.
Yeah, it just makes him happy.
He
Aaron
can't do
does this
anything
thing-
with it. He's poor.
Right.
Every week, Aaron will say something like, if everyone who watched this show gave me $5, it's like, yeah, if wishes and nuts were candies and what is it?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I know Tom Myers is looking to make more money.
Yes.
He could shave his head.
But
See, I did it.
so I don't know him, but it's interesting the more I watch like Mersh and this guy to see what Aaron is an amalgamation of all these guys he used to watch and make fun of or watch and admire. Like that is what Aaron does. A lot of Mercian type things and a lot of like the goal. Is this where he got the goal from? But I think Aaron does a lot of sports. It's all sports related. That's why he does countdowns and
overtime and chunk plays.
Right. He's athletic.
Yes, it's like watching a Vikings game when I'm watching Steel Toe. Yes. I'm riveted. I'm calling my wife. You got to see this play. Get in here.
Oh, you won't believe how this guy's losing.
All right, you want to pick back up for us, Lucy?
Sure. Well, we thought $900 was crazy. I agree that $1,800 is even more insane.
Yep.
But DSP said that he would eat Girl Scout cookies for $1,500.
Please, guys.
I need grocery money.
I have to eat lunch meat sandwiches like a peasant, like a plebeian.
And I'm eating Girl Scout cookies for free. It's not a goal. I'm just eating them. Yeah.
$1,500 to eat fucking Girl Scout cookies?
I'm eating them for free. Yeah.
PPP would own a casino if he could get paid to eat cookies. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, we think this is what's going to happen with Aaron. What PPP's got going on here, it's like the headroom is more than 50% of the shot.
Yeah,
just so he can fit in all his little trinkets and signage. Aaron's getting this new sign. This is what we were talking about yesterday on this little piggy. We think Aaron is probably going to shrink down to just like a third of the screen. It's going to be
he's paying for the sign. He's very proud of it already.
Yes.
Oh, is it better than Scorches?
How about Phil do a reward people would be interested in? And this is part of the problem with Phil is he's just a boring fucking bum.
PPP does not hold back. I'll give him that. We know what he's thinking. He tells us.
It's true. All right, so let's find out. We got to see, did DSP make the $1,500 goal in my clip 10? The answer, unfortunately, is yes. So this is the riveting content that we got for $1,500.
Okay, let's do it. All right, let's start with the tag-alongs. Okay, let's take a look and see what they look like inside.
I haven't had one of those in
So some of these we
25 years.
opened, some of them we didn't. Is this one open? Yes. Okay. Oh, shit. Are you kidding? A tag-along fell out?
Oh, no! It's a disaster!
It fell on me. Are you kidding? Well, there's a tag-along. That's what it looks like if you don't crush it on your chair.
It's not content.
It fell right on me. All right, now I know I got to pull out the tray.
Right.
I can't just lift it like that because it was sideways, and it literally leapt out of the box onto my chair
we were all
here.
there. We were all there for it, buddy.
Yeesh.
You guys wouldn't believe what just happened. I dropped a cookie. Yeah, no, we know.
Slow-mo instant replay. Can we see it?
Pretty exciting stuff.
I do have one more Girl Scout cookie clip because, we earned it. Clip 11.
Samoas. Now wait a minute. It was focused. It totally was focused, and there we go. Why is the autofocus unfocusing? It's focused there. Now just stay right there and don't focus again. Okay, good. There we go. Samoas. Ridiculous.
Samoas suck.
Amazing content.
Making pound sand. You guys are going to get into Girl Scout cookie talk right now? Who's with me on this?
Interesting fact, there's 2 factories that make Girl Scout cookies, and one of them calls them Samoas, and the other one calls them, there's a new politically correct name for them that's called something delight.
Tinkerbells.
Samoa is racist. The same cookie.
Who knew? Who knew that was offensive?
Hot Girl Scout cookie talk.
There was a protest going on down the street from us. You guys saw that. Was it about the Girl Scout cookies?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It turns out.
Interesting.
Epbridge Farm remembers.
All right. I think that the last kind of clip that I want to lead into here is all about how DSP's financial situation is.
Okay.
It's weird because he's making all this money. He's making his goals. He's doing great. So for all of this money, he should be living pretty large. But in my clip 8, we are going to check in both his financial and living situations.
To be honest, our master bathroom is all messed up. The shower we don't use, the toilet we don't use, they're all broken. Okay? That needs to be gutted and redone. We don't have money for that. Okay? Our kitchen is starting to fall apart. Literally, the drawers and shit are all crappy quality. low end and starting to actually wear out and fall apart. We got handles coming off. We got drawers coming out. It's messed up. And we want to redo the kitchen, but we can't afford that.
Well, I guess that's my problem then. I guess I have to afford your kitchen then. I didn't realize.
And not only that, but like you can afford to eat all of these meals. He gets takeout all the time. Like he should be going on what is
financial audit.
He should be.
I'd love to see all of these LOLcows on there. It'd be amazing.
He should
For
absolutely be on
instance,
there.
I can't afford a home in the Hamptons. I mean,
That's life. Sorry to hear that.
I have one more clip. I know I lied here a little bit. But Patrick reminded me of something. In my clip 15, PPP and Steve are watching DSP, and DSP proudly announces that now that he is done with Kino Casino, lots and lots of people are trying to be his new co-hosts.
Oh, cool. I'm sure they're in it for the right reasons.
But on the plus side, PPP has some insider intel, so we're going to get to hear who some of the new potential co-hosts are going to be.
FYI, I've already been contacted. I'm not kidding you. By not one,
Not 2, but 3 different
Not 2.
LOLcows to replace PPP.
3 separate people today DM'd me saying they want to be the new co-host of Smart Guys.
Probably losers.
Well, we'll see.
if I told-
one of them's Ralph, one of them's Mersh, and I forget who the other one is, but it's like these aren't actual viable options.
So
I would really like the other one to be Aaron. I'm just saying.
right, yeah. Who is the third one on that list?
I want to get involved. I want to reach out.
Apply.
You should.
Apply.
I would love to see him with.
Show him a video of you jerking off on your couch,
with
and then
Mersh.
you'll fit right in.
This is like when people offer to be Stuttering John's co-host, and Stuttering John's too dumb to understand. It's like all these people are clowning you to your face, and you're just too dumb to know it. Like the whole
No, it's because I'm
Godfather
famous.
Yeah, everyone wants to be on my team.
Godfather and Clay Dabbler, all these people. It's like, no, they're my friends.
Oh, I can't wait to meet Quadfather at Hackamania, hackamania.com. Promo code WATP for 10% off. We'll be in the desert, Las Vegas, May 9th through 11th.
Mm-hmm.
All of us will be there. All
Yeah.
4
We're
of us.
having a butter eating contest. Kaylee is going to be competing.
I'm going to be
And,
winning.
Yeah,
And
Mary
you can
Beth
sign
is
up
in it
too.
as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
think
I'm gonna
both
lose.
Mary Beth and Brian Johnson are going to
You
do
get to
it.
keep the butter
Brian Johnson's going to do it. He's just going to hide it in his beard.
I think they said both.
He's going to cheat.
and it's gone.
Oh my gosh. I was watching Bedabbler this morning, as I was saying, and you know, they do the looking at pictures of kids bit.
Oh yeah.
So he pulls up this picture and he pulled the wrong one. It was a baby with Brian's beard on it. And he's like, fuck, that's the wrong picture. I said, damn it. So made that pretty easy for all of us. Now, the other thing that DSP does, because of course it's DSP gaming, is he plays video games. And then you can give him money while you watch him play video games.
What an honor.
Yeah. And certain video games are more lucrative than others.
Let's get some support. We've had one contribution since I started playing the game. Let's hit it again. I've hit the goal every single time we played Suikoden. It's allowed me to keep playing this game at length. And people said, hey, would you play the sequel this year? And I said, I would. We can continue the support. And we can keep the people coming out and engaging and supporting. So let's hit that goal. All right, shall we?
The funny thing is any of us just watching this without the context of who DSP is and what's been going on for the last 15 years of his career and stuff would just go, oh, this man's absurd. This man's an idiot. He thinks that people are going to give him money to play video games and they're excited to watch him play the sequel, so they're going to give him more money. But he literally is making money doing this.
Yeah.
It really is happening.
It's hard to argue.
It is a thing. I was at my friend's house and he's got 2 young boys and they watch YouTube and they just like, and I mean, they're glued to it watching these YouTubers, child channel YouTubers like play video games. This generation is too lazy to play video games. They watch people play games.
When I was a
don't get
kid,
it.
if I didn't get to play the game, I left. I'm like, you're hogging the fucking video games. I'm out of here. I'm going to go home. You know, everyone got pissed when you didn't get a turn. Now they're just like, oh no, you play. I'm good. I'll just watch.
And South Park pointed this out 10 years ago. I was like, oh, this is a thing? And I had to find out for myself, oh my God, people are just watching people watch shit.
Yes. And it's not going well for him on this one.
DJ and DJ just did a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. That was the first contribution in 2 hours.
Okay.
Aaron Imholte.
2 hours he went without a contribution. It's like, yeah, it's not working. Yeah, this model that you have is not working for you.
No, he thinks he's the best. He is a better content creator than anybody. He is doing it right. He's super mature and wonderful.
Yeah, and it's all Kino Casino's fault that the haters are out there now.
Here's the truth about Kick Chat. I didn't want to ban anyone in Kick, but these idiots, because I decided to split with the casino, decide, oh, we're just going to troll Phil every day. We're going to spam his chat nonstop with trollish things and emotes and whine and complain. Because they did it on purpose because, you're such ball suckers. And I'm sorry, like I said, I wish that people could say, all right, listen, I like them, I like Phil, I'll watch Bull, and then not try to troll me, but they were just sitting here doing it every day, so I had to take control of the chat. There's nothing I could do about it. It was 2 weeks ago, if you remember, trying to do a fighting game stream, and it was a complete nightmare. Like, I couldn't even play the game because people were just sitting there trolling like idiots. It's like, what are you fucking, so stupid you don't understand I'm not going to let you ruin my night streams?
They obviously did ruin it, and they don't care about you.
He's such a wiener. He needs to just accept that he is a heel. Like,
no.
just accept.
He goes, guys, you can like me and Kino Casino.
No.
What part of that you're not understanding? It's like, no one ever liked you.
Yeah.
That's what Aaron
Just accept
said.
it.
Aaron says the same thing. It's like, guys, you don't have to hate me because you like Melton. You don't. That's not how it works. It's like, I don't know how these guys who have been on the internet for the longest amount of time have not figured out it's them.
Right.
It's like, the fact that he just said, I was playing my game and I had to go in and ban everybody. I had no choice. There was nothing I could do. And it's like, you could do nothing. You could do nothing. And first of all, to not understand that the algorithm can't tell a negative chat from a good chat. And part of how they recommend your show to people is how many people are watching, how many people are thumbs upping, how many people are chatting per minute, all these metrics. But you see it on Aaron Imholte's chat. He's banned so many people that his chat doesn't move.
Right.
With hundreds of viewers. And it's like, yeah, that's you. You're sensitive. You can't change people's opinion. You're right. That is one thing you can't change or do anything about, but like, let them talk. Your people will argue with them and it'll create more chat and more interaction. And that's what you want. But Aaron's deleting every comment and banning every chat member. What does that get you?
He's gaslighting because Aaron has to set the narrative because he's gaslighting everyone. So he can't have someone in there who actually knows facts and can debate him on anything that he's doing. Since you brought up Aaron, I just have a couple of examples of him talking about DarkSydePhil from maybe 18 months ago. That's hilarious in the context of what Aaron is up to these days.
Johnny, his impression of DSP is him just going, did I look like an asshole? Yeah, I called that. I predicted that. I said that would happen. I would look like an asshole. I know I would. Like he has to be right. He has to be right every time. Again, it's that lack of self-awareness and that lack of sense of humor about himself that both is so, and this is why I unabashedly love the guy. It's so tragic, but on the same time, I will never be able to stop watching this. Like you said, if he becomes self-aware, it's over.
It's amazing that jump forward a year and a half and he's describing himself to a T. Now, maybe he was describing himself to a T back then. I don't know. I think things have changed. You would know better than I do, Patrick.
I think a little bit. I think he's an insecure guy at his core.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the reason he married April. It's part of the like he is that guy. Like he needs a fan to live in his house. Like literally, a woman who just fawned over him on his show and in his life, and he married her, not understanding that would make them equals, and they'd have to have a real relationship based on something other than he's a radio star. And once she's gone and once more people on the internet, like he said, like, dude, there's a dozen shows making fun of the toe. It's like, did you hear it? Did you hear what you said? Like, that's not normal.
No, it's not good. That means you're in DarkSydePhil territory.
Stuttering John. It's like,
that's going on. Yeah.
A whole economy of programs making more money than you off your show.
They're obsessed.
But the idea that he'd be like, oh man, this guy has to be right all the time, which is the equivalent of another win for the toe. He has to be right about everything, even when it's something that's detrimental to him. He called it, so it's okay, and he knew that was going to happen. Oh, I knew you guys were going to make fun of me for that. Here's another fun thing where here he's describing himself to a T.
Phil, be more appreciative of your audience. Like that's the one thing that gets me is no matter what happens, he finds a way to not just take his audience for granted, but abuse them on a regular basis. And you know this. I brought you on to be my DSP expert. Why do people stick around and give him money? I am impressed that he's able to keep this thing going because it doesn't seem like he enjoys it. And it doesn't seem like the people who watch him get a nice community-like experience on it. So help me out here. How's this guy hanging on?
You know what the difference is?
What's that?
He used to be on the offensive.
Yes.
And his entire show now is him on the defense. His entire show, I've called this out, is him. He'll spend 20 minutes arguing with one guy in chat who pissed him off. And then he'll say, I owned this guy and now I'm going to ban him. It's like, what? Yep. So like, it's all defensive. It's all, they're saying this about me and it's not true. And here's why. When it used to be, he was doing the stuff we're all doing, critiquing shows and having valid points.
Well, he also said there, Phil's not having any fun. We know that Aaron enjoyed the day off he got when he went to jail.
Yeah.
He was bragging about his vacation time in jail and how much fun that was.
It was another win.
Yeah, he's not having fun on his own show anymore.
When he talked about that plea deal, he was like, he admitted, I've been under so much stress and anxiety. This is going to come to a close. He's talked about waking up in the middle of the night, having nightmares and night sweats about the goal. He's talked about waking up and getting ready for the show. And like he's freaking out about the goal. We see him panic in real time about the goal. It manifests itself in physical, like he'll rub himself and start scratching like a drug addict who's not getting a fix. You're right. He's miserable. He's not happy.
Here's the last clip that I have on here. Him and April are watching DSP, and you're going to love this reaction.
Now, my hope was that during those playthroughs, people would go above and beyond in support in other ways. I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't happen, and I ended up losing money that I usually rely on at the end of every year, and it made things kind of rough for me.
You selfish 66% of this country is living paycheck to paycheck. I read an article today. People are going into credit card debt to pay for their gasoline.
All of a sudden, he's worried about the plight of the working man? This is his concern when DSP needs money. He's just like, what is your problem? You're asking for money from the listeners? Do you know how ridiculous that is and how dumb you sound for doing that?
Who are these podcasts?